I was once again at A Basin. It was my desired habit to instruct a first-time beginners group in the safety and practical ways of skiing at least once a week. These beginning groups varied in size from 4 to 15 to 20, perhaps more. I truly enjoyed these 90-minute sessions. There was usually great good cheer and enthusiasm spread all about. It allowed me to describe the clothing, the attire of even the very beginners. The individuals wore on their first day out on skis. For some reason, which this day still I don't understand, these students had put every piece of garment that their suitcases carried and that their suitcases could provide. I could easily spot a rank beginner from half a mile away. They walked like a duck, not because they were a duck, but because they were convinced that they were about to emerge into the center of the North Pole. As I said, every piece of clothing they possessed was on them. 5 inches of padded coats, buttoned tight from neck to toe, with an over jacket thrown over that even. Fur hats, big and beyond description. Gloves that were the size of boxing gloves. These were just the warm-ups. After a joyous, sometimes near hysterical, hilarious time together, we broke up so that they could go off and practice their new art. Our past. They could go up, they could make basic, simple turns, could use their poles, and most important, ride up the lift all the way to the top of the beginning slope and ski down. The American ski industry had developed a nearly perfect ski that was broad, short, big shovel-like tips, so slow and awkward in every way, all for the intention of making possible the skiing experience more accessible, safe, and easy to learn in an hour, as opposed to the old European way, which took days, weeks, months. Our job was to get these people up the mountain as quickly as possible. There they would come back and spend more money on food, lodging, etc. All would be wonderful in the most American way. I was standing at the bottom of the hill, watching my graduate ducklings spread all over the beginner's slope, practicing their newly learned turns, etc., when an absolutely terrifying occurrence took place. One of my morning students, the guy with the great coonskin coat, was coming straight down from the top of the slope. He had probably forgotten for a moment how to turn. Out from the left, another skier was coming across the hill, and as someone else was coming across from the other direction. The 3 skiers met together simultaneously at a point on the hill, crashed together, fell and began rolling head over heels like one body, a body that resembled something of an ancient offspring of poorly designed marriage between a porcupine and a turkey. There was a lot of soft powdered snow on the slope, so that every rollover snow joined the enlarging sides of the tumbling and now rolling snowball, with skis, poles, and sometimes an arm emerging at once again disappearing into the snowball fold. The downward journey ended at my feet. A space of silence, and then a head broke out from the snow. Then another, and a third. They each shook the powdered snow from their heads, cleared their goggles, looked around, and then noticed each other. Arms emerged, fists of victory, and a collective shout of utter joy, exuberance, happiness burst forth, the likes of which I had never heard before. This was happiness.